Hello and welcome to Interactive CAD and Tech. Today I'm going to be doing a basic tutorial on how to set up design tables for multiple configurations of the same part in Solidworks. So just to get started, I'm just going to draw a sketch on the front plane. I'm going to draw a very simple box. I'm going to call it, put two dimensions on this box, 100 by 100 mil. I'm going to give these dimensions names. So there's two ways you can name the dimension. You can double click it and it comes up with a modify box. So I'm going to call that width. Tick it. And another way you can do it is if you click the dimension that you want to change, you can also change it here on the left hand side in the feature tree. So I'm going to call this one length. So now if I hover over the dim, you can see it's at sketch 4 length, at sketch 4 width. So from there, I'm going to extrude up. So I'm going to go to features, extrude. I'm going to extrude 150. I'll just tick that. And now I'm going to draw a sketch on the top plane of just a circle. I'm going to put a diameter on that of 50. I'm going to name this dimension hole dia. Stands for hole diameter, just so I know which dimension's which. And we're going to do an extrude cut. Not all the way through, I'm going to do it blind 100. So from there, I'm just going to go up to tools and then I'm going to go to equations. So this brings up equations, global variables and dimensions. So this is showing me every dimension I have in this part file. So from there, I've got length, width, but boss extrude to D1 is the height of the box. So I'm going to rename that height. And then I'm also going to rename the D1 for the cut extrude, which is the length of the hole depth. I'm going to call that hole depth. So now I have a very basic, simple cube where I've named all the variables in the part file. So now I'm going to go up to the configuration manager. And as you can see, I've got the default part file, part 1. If I go to insert tables, and I'm going to go to design table. I'm going to leave it on auto create and leave all the design table options on default. Just tick it. So now it's creating the design table, and if I drag it from on the screen, it's asking me what are the following dimensions you'd like to add to this design table. So I want to add everything to this design table, so I'm going to select everything, press OK. So now I'm just going to click back in the modeling window to get rid of the design table, but now I have in the configuration manager a tables folder which has got my design table in. And what I like to do is edit the table in new window and not in Solidworks because it seems to be a little easier, but each to their own. So now I've just gone edit design table in new window. I get this. So if you add any configurations or add any dims, they'll appear here. So press OK. And now just drag it from my other screen. I have a very simple Excel spreadsheet with the length, width, height, hole diameter, and hole depth. So now I can put different size blocks in. So I'm going to do 50 by 50, 100 by 100, which is what we've got now. 150 by 150. Just make it a bit bigger so you can see. And 200 by 500, let's say. So now all I have to do to make these multiple parts of all different sizes is add my own default dimensions in. So I'm going to do 50 by 50, so length 50, width 50, height 50, hole depth we'll make 25. Sorry, hole diameter 25, and we'll make the hole depth 25 as well. So I'll do the same for here, 150. 150. Height 150. In fact, we'll change the height to 200. Hole diameter we're going to make 100, and hole depth we'll leave at 100. So 200 by 500. Height we'll leave at 150. Hole diameter we'll make 150, and hole depth I'll put 25 for something different. So now I've filled it in, Solidworks will generate all these different configurations powered by this design table. So I'm just going to click out of it, and process it. So it's come up saying the design table has generated the following configurations. So that's just the names what I put in the first column. So press OK. So now it's still on the default configuration, but if I do that, it makes it smaller, bigger, so you can have multiple configurations in in a single part. So that's just the basics of design tables. It can be a very powerful tool. I've used it many times in industry. Just to give you an example of where you'd actually use something like a design table in a real life application, where I'd use it is on flanges. So flanges are come in multiple sizes, and they also have different bolt holes, numbers and orientations. So if I just go to the 3-inch flange, obviously, so it changed there, but then I can go to the 18. So all these configurations are in one part file. And just to show you a bit of a complex sketch, if I go to my base revolve and edit, so as you can see, it's this sketch for the revolve is run by so if I've clicked on A, and it's coming, your attempt to change this field is currently locked by the design table. So this sketch for the revolve is controlled by the design table. So if I wanted to create a new flange, all I'd have to do is go to tables, edit table in new window, and there we have the design table, which is running all those dimensions. And it's also I use it in piping assemblies. That's why I have these extra properties filled in as well. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have, please subscribe to my channel. Any comments, please leave them below, and thanks for watching.